Cause I need a phone, what you call that? Ventador in all black, 4G autos, all that. Have posters on my wall, so give me some room. She ain't called back, can't wait to see you crawl back. Gon' dump the bitch, fall back and stack it till it's tall. Bitch, I'm on that.
One, though, that I will defend, and I'm gonna get into this because this one strikes deep, is Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson is not a pedophile. First off, I'm gonna preface this by saying Shane Dawson has probably done some stupid shit in the past. Actually, you know what? He has done some stupid shit. His involvement in the James Charles situation, absolutely. You know what? He deserves any negativity he gets for that situation, specifically that specific situation. He aligned himself with the wrong side and almost tried to end someone's career. That is unacceptable. But that has nothing to do with his career, which has been threatened the last 6 months. And as much as I'm going to get into this. I have a document that I wrote July 5th, 2020. This was written July 5th, 2020. It's still in my Google Docs, and I'm going to read directly from it. I was planning on making this type of, or expressing this opinion on a video back then, but I felt like it just wouldn't fit with my channel. But now I have a platform or an area that I can actually express this opinion, and I've been holding on to it for too long now. At this point, it's too late, but I want to get it out there. So, Shane Dawson has done some fucked up shit in his past, and I'm quoting directly the document. The man started YouTube at a time where the internet was the Wild West, as you could say and do anything, which is true. Shane blew up by using shock comedy to try and make people happier whilst he was in a dark stage of his life. These jokes did not age well, but at the time these jokes were acceptable. Obviously, he did some racist shit, but he is absolutely not racist. I obviously can't tell you 100% with 100% truth because I do not know Shane personally, but you can give him the benefit of the doubt that he is not racist. Shane has also done some fucked up shit around and involving children. Is Shane a pedophile, though? Once again, absolutely fucking not. And this one, I could say a little more with a little bit more certainty. Because, well, I mean, I have not seen Shane sexually assault a child, rape a child, or message an underage child in a sexual manner, which we have with previous cases of Colin Carson and Meanie Lad. And, I mean, technically Pyrocynical, but he kind of defended himself there perfectly. But, you know, with previous creators, we've had proof. Romeo Lacoste, we had a fucking video of him showing an underage girl his dick. We don't have that with Shane. We have jokes. As for why this is coming out now, I believe is absolutely fucking retarded. That is a quote from the document. It hasn't come out now. It came out like 7 months ago. Everyone hated him for like a week and then just kind of forgot about him. But again, as for why it came out then, is fucking stupid still. Because Shane has already made an apology talking about these fucking situations. One in 2014 for his racist jokes, and one in 2018 for his pedophilic jokes. And in both these videos, he has said there are more cases out there, and he is sorry for those. Those apologies sufficed at the time and still suffice to this day. Now adding the apology that he did in 2020 too. As for growth in Shane's life, which is really what we're looking for here, is growth as a person. Shane started doing YouTube as a teenager because he didn't really fit in with his school colleagues. His short comedy gave him a little bit of popularity at his school, and a lot of the cool kids started participating in his videos. Shane continued these videos for a couple years after high school, for roughly 3-4 years into 2012, 2013 time, where he started to switch up his content to slightly less edgy content on his YouTube channel. And this time, he started the podcast, likely to give his fans a little bit of the shock comedy they were missing on the main channel. His YouTube channel then mostly consisted of shitty food content and conspiracy videos. In this time, Shane clearly started to grow both as a person and as a creator. Finally, in late 2017, Shane started to get into the documentary style videos that he does now and really flourished. He was more mature. His content was more mature, and there was no more offensive jokes and no more shitty food vlogs, which is clearly growth from the beginning of his career. So if you look at Shane as a person through the lens of his content, Shane went from being a kid making shitty jokes, then went through one of the darkest periods of his life, to then growing and learning and making better content as a result. Now, and then I'm actually gonna cut that off, because I then talk about Jeffree Star, who is a completely different case scenario, because I don't know much about Jeffree Star, but I do know Shane Dawson. I've watched Shane Dawson. I believe I started watching when he was making those really shitty shock comedy videos, which I was probably 9 or 10 while watching, and I found those funny as fuck. I didn't understand half the jokes. I will say that. I did not understand half the jokes, but they were funny as fuck to me when I was 10. Then I started in probably when I was like 12, 13, he started making the videos where he was the conspiracy videos, and I really liked his conspiracy videos. I actually, unfortunately, I will say, clicked on one of his the deaths caught on camera video, and unfortunately looked up one of the videos and saw someone die on camera. That has nothing to do with him, by the way. That's just me being too young for the internet at the time, and not knowing what to do. But that's besides the point. And then in 2017, December 2017, I started watching him again because his content improved, and I noticed it. And you could tell there's been two massive changes in Shane's content in 2 different periods of time. And every single time, he's shown that he's grown as a person. Not only as a creator, but as a person. So this shit that came out back in June, I think it was, June, July, it makes no sense. It was well too late. People were so fucking bored. And the fact that I think if Shane Dawson can't come back from this, it's just fucking sad, because it's stuff that he's apologized for before. It is just sad.